Want to have more energy? Energy that lasts from morning until night without the ups and downs? Well, watch this because I'm going to show you 3 odd ways to increase your energy. Hey guys, Yuri Elkaim here, New York Times best-selling author of the All Day Energy Diet, renowned holistic nutritionist and fitness expert, and the man to help you live a healthier, fitter, and more prosperous life. Now here I want to share with you 3 odd ways to increase your energy, and I think number 3 you'll really enjoy. But first, let's talk about one of the ways not to increase your energy, and that would be by drinking coffee. Now, I'm going to share the reasons for that in another video, but I'm actually going to tell you how you can use coffee right here as the first way to enjoy more energy, which is kind of ironic. So I'm not a huge fan of caffeine when it's orally ingested, but surprisingly, when you take caffeine and coffee specifically through the other end, it has tremendous health benefits. And what I'm talking about here is setting yourself up with a coffee enema. This is essentially the setup you need. It looks like a hot water bottle bag, right? A tube. There's enema kits on Amazon, all sorts of great stuff, and I'll put a link for the one that we use below in the description. But essentially what this does is you would brew coffee, put it in here, put it in there, and just allow yourself to kind of take all that in over the course of about 10 or 15 minutes. It has tremendous health benefits, increasing detoxification in the liver, increasing antioxidant activity in the liver, all that improves your health, but also it removes a lot of stuck junk in your colon, which weighs you down, makes you feel sluggish, and when you get rid of all that, you feel a whole lot lighter and more energetic immediately, but also afterwards. One of the first times I did this, the next morning I woke up and I felt so much more refreshed than normal. And I wake up pretty refreshed on average, but I just noticed a really nice difference because I didn't have all that nonsense and junk sitting in there that didn't need to be in there. And so this really helps flush out a lot of that stuck fecal matter and a lot of the things that are producing toxins and really offsetting the health of your gut. So coffee enemas are awesome. I've actually got a number of videos talking about the benefits of them and how to do it specifically. I'll walk you step by step through how to do a coffee enema, and you'll actually see me do my own. And we'll link up that video as well here. So that's the first thing, is a good old coffee enema. Second odd way to have more energy is by breathing less. What, Yuri? I'm gonna breathe less and have more energy? That's right, you will. And here's why. I've suffered with asthma for my entire life. The last 15 years, it's not even been an issue until recently when I was on a trip and I had about a month-long bout of really bad asthma, and I was using my puffer 4 or 5 times a day, which is very unusual for me. My last prescription that I filled for my Ventolin was in 2011, and I still have that same puffer. So just to give you some contrast, okay? Or some perspective. So I started to look into how do I get over this issue of the asthma. And I came across a really cool breathing technique called the Buteyko method, which was developed by Ukrainian Russian scientists over 50 years ago, and they've had tremendous success with tens of thousands of patients for asthma, epilepsy, you name it. It's just incredible. So basically the premise is this: by breathing less, you train your body to use more oxygen. And that's really what this is all about, because if you want to have more energy, you need oxygen to reach your cells, because your cells are going to use that oxygen to create ATP, which is our basic unit of energy in our body. So we think that by breathing more heavily, more rapidly, that's going to bring more oxygen into our body, but it's actually, it kind of works like this. Imagine being in a canoe, and I was taking my kids canoeing the other day, so that's kind of why I'm thinking about this. Imagine canoeing, and you're paddling along, and you want to go faster, and all of a sudden, everyone starts paddling faster. But instead of paddling faster, the key is to focus on the quality of those strokes and to work on more of a rhythmic, slower and longer type of stroke, as opposed to going, crazy. Now that would be synonymous to breathing long, deep breaths in the body, but even then, that's not as beneficial as shallow breathing, as I came to discover. So shallow breathing basically means that you're taking small little sips of air through your nose exclusively. So the mouth is basically doesn't exist in this type of breathing. And that's beneficial because the nose filters air much better than your mouth does. The nose releases nitric oxide, which vasodilates your airways. That's what nitric oxide does when you're breathing through your nose. And when you breathe less, you increase carbon dioxide production in your body, which happens as a byproduct of producing ATP. And that carbon dioxide is a dilator of your blood vessels. So it opens up your blood vessels to your head, all of your body, and that means all of those areas get more oxygen. So I started experimenting with this, and within 3 days, all of my asthma issues that I'd been dealing with for that month, gone, overnight. I remember the moment I was recording a podcast, and I was like, wow, I can breathe. It was unbelievable. It was just like, it just boom, like that. And it's been so powerful for me that I use it every single day, and I incorporate it into every aspect of my life, from exercise. I'm gonna be teaching my kids this because it's such an unfair advantage for them as they get into sports and so forth. So here's how this works. Close the mouth, okay? And focus on taking small inhales and small exhales. 2 seconds in, 2 seconds out. It should be silent. If you were sitting beside me, you wouldn't be able to perceive that I'm even breathing. We're breathing through the diaphragm, not the chest, okay? So it's nice, easy, fluid breathing. And you want to train yourself to get to the point where you're not breathing in and out, in and out. It's in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. So you can see, like, you can almost feel your heart rate slowing down as I'm, kind of going through this with you. So that's the whole idea, is that you're training your body to become more comfortable with less inhales and exhales, but still using the oxygen much more efficiently. So it's a beautiful way of practicing your breathing. I've actually created another video specifically on that as it pertains to sleeping better, kind of breathing exercises for better sleep. But basically, here's how it works. Is just as I mentioned right there, but I'm gonna give you a cool little exercise you can do. And I do this in the car, I do this throughout the day. It's a really cool training exercise to help your body breathe more efficiently. So here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna breathe in and out, nose, right? Diaphragm, no chest. And then on the exhale, we're gonna block our nose for 5 seconds. Inhale, exhale. So what we're gonna do is we're creating a deficit, a breathing deficit where we feel like we need to breathe. And instead of being like, we're gonna train our body to calm itself down and get the oxygen in nice and smoothly. And I'm telling you, you do this for a couple days, you're gonna start to see and feel what this means. Now, I haven't done a great job of explaining this. There's some other really good videos online from other certified practitioners in this breathing methodology called the Buteyko method. But seriously, shallow breathing as opposed to deep breathing, it will change your life and how much energy you have. All right, number 3, the third way to have more energy, probably the most powerful, is something I stumbled upon 15 years ago. And as I drink my greens, literally my greens, my energy greens, it's this. Alkalinity is the savior. It's the health savior. It's the fundamental way to improve all aspects of your health. I tell you, how you heal anything is how you heal everything. And that's because when you infuse your body with alkalinity, it purifies all aspects of every system and cell that need to function at their best. Specifically, our blood needs to be alkaline. And I've created other videos on this topic, but basically we have a pH scale, right? 0 being very acidic, 14 being very alkaline, 7's in the middle, neutral. Our blood needs to be just past 7 at 7.4 roughly. And what that does is it helps our red blood cells carry oxygen, right? We just talked about oxygen, carry oxygen more effectively throughout our body so that our cells can utilize that oxygen to produce ATP, or energy, much more easily. So the best way to increase alkalinity in your body is to drink more greens. It's the single most important thing you can do every single day. Replace the coffee with greens. I tell my customers, when your energy weans, drink your greens. Start your day. I call this the 30-second energy fix, or the 30-second detox, because that's exactly what it does. In 30 seconds, it gives you more energy that lasts as opposed to the up and downs of caffeine, and it helps your body detoxify so that you feel better and function better all day long. So I drink one like this. This is a mason jar, 500 milliliters, 2 cups, first thing in the morning, and then mid-afternoon, when your energy starts to dip a little bit, have another one. Again, if you want to grab this, we'll include a link in the a link in the description below. But whether or not you're drinking our greens or a green juice or a green smoothie or eating more vegetables, all of that makes a big difference because most of us are too acidic, which means we're eating a lot of garbage food, a lot of acidic animal products, processed foods, sugars, all that kind of stuff. Depletes our energy, it robs our energy, and our natural state is like a cork. It's supposed to be floating on water. When we eat all this junk, it pushes that cork underneath the water, and our body is just not where it's supposed to be. We remove that stuff, infuse it with oxygen and alkalinity, the greens, the cork comes back up to the surface, and you feel absolutely amazing. So if you want to have more energy, try these 3 odd ways to boost your energy today. Has nothing to do with sugar, has nothing to do with caffeine. These are completely safe, extremely effective. And remember, I've written the #2 New York Times best-selling book, The All-Day Energy Diet, on this very topic. So I'm somewhat qualified to speak on this after having suffered with low energy and extreme fatigue for 20 years of my life. So please, take my advice and do these today. And before you go, I've got a great gift for you. It's called Fix Your Fatigue. It's one of my latest books, and I want to give it to you absolutely free. Just click on the link on this video or in the description below. You can download your free copy today. It will help you get over the fatigue, help you feel more energized very quickly and safely, and that is for you. So grab it at the link below, subscribe to the channel today. I've got hundreds of other videos to help you live a healthier, fitter, and more prosperous life. So please take your time, browse around, enjoy the channel, and I'll see you soon.